your mean, mean pride.
Okay guys, I'm back again, and I'm really sorry that it took me a really long time to get back here on YouTube and start making videos again. And no, it did not take me this long to recover from my wisdom teeth being taken out. I actually got over that a lot quicker than I thought I did. It's just that I just started college last week, and I'm trying to work and go to college and see my girlfriend all at the same time. Trying to do 3 things at once like that, needless to say, I don't have a whole lot of free time anymore, so I'm still going to be making videos, don't worry about that. I'm still going to be making videos, it's just you won't see them nearly as often as I used to. But, I'm still going to be making videos because it's still a really fun thing for me to do. I still enjoy this a lot, and I still enjoy collecting an awful lot too. So, don't worry, I'm not going to stop collecting or stop making videos for you guys, so I'm still going to be here, just not nearly as often as I'd like to. So this video here is something that I've been really wanting to talk about for a while, and that is the Super Mario Bros. NES cartridge variations. Now, it's funny to think that a game that's as popular as Super Mario Bros. Has so many different versions out there on the NES, and this is the first one that came out, and I think that this is the one that a lot of people recognize right away. And this is the original 1985 release. This was not a launch title with the NES. I believe it came out like a month or so after the NES was released. But correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I don't think this was a launch title, but if anyone knows out there, please let me know. So here's the cover art for Super Mario Bros. For the NES. Got some really cool 8-bit pixelized artwork right there, with the Super Mario Bros. Logo written in orange with the NES logo right there. And it was a part of the Action series, and there's the black and gold seal of quality right there. And on the back we have the 5 screws for the flat top that's on the top of the cartridge, and there's the end label right there written in orange, Super Mario Brothers. There's also another version of this particular game that has only 3 screws on the back, and it has the little clips on top. Unfortunately, I do not have that one, but the cartridge artwork and everything else looks exactly the same as this. So that was the first one that was released. And then Nintendo decided to start packing in Super Mario Bros. With the NES, and it was packaged by itself, just regular Super Mario Bros. When the NES was first released, along with the deluxe set. But later on in 1988, Nintendo released the Action set, and with it you got 2 controllers, the Zapper, and this game right here. You got Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt on 1 cartridge. So this is what the cover art looks like for this one. I don't think I really have to explain Duck Hunt a whole lot because this isn't what this video is about. And the cover art is identical to the original release, just a little bit smaller, so that way they could fit a picture for each game that's right there. And you got the NES logo here in the middle. No Nintendo seal of quality, which I'm going to talk about a little bit more in a minute. We have 3 screws on the back instead of 5. And you have the clips on top, and the end label says Super Mario Bros. / Duck Hunt in white on a black background. So that was this one, released in 1988. And then since that game did not have a Nintendo seal of quality, Nintendo had to recall those games and redesign the cover art to include the Nintendo seal of quality. And that's what this game is right here. It's exactly the same as its counterpart. The Mario game is exactly the same, and Duck Hunt is exactly the same. The only difference is just the picture on the front. So the NES logo was moved down here, and the cover art for both games remains the same, as you can see there. And there is a Nintendo seal of quality on this version. It's actually the white and gold version, unlike the original release, which was black and gold and circular. So if you can compare those two there, it's a little bit different. Nintendo decided to change up the look of the seal of quality a couple years after the NES was released. 3 screws on the back and the tabs up top, as well as the same lettering as the other version of Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt. as you can see there. So that was this one, released a year or so after the original Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt was released. Then in about 1989 or so, Nintendo released the Power Set, which included the Power Pad, 2 controllers, the system, the zapper, and this game right here. This one is probably the most different out of every single one of these that are here. This is Super Mario Bros., Duck Hunt, and World Class Track Meet on one cartridge. This was designed so that way Nintendo could showcase all 3 of the accessories that came with the Power Set. Mario Bros. Could show off the precision of the controllers, Duck Hunt can show off the capability of the zapper, and World Class Track Meet can really show off the capability of the Power Pad. So the artwork is dramatically different compared to the other games. As you can see, it's no longer an 8-bit styled artwork right here. It's actually very modernized and very cartoonish looking. And we have the NES logo down here, as well as the white and gold Nintendo seal of quality. So if you compare the artwork for Super Mario Bros. On this versus this, very, very different. You know, this game right here basically followed the same format as this one, which followed the same format as this one. This is the only version of the original Super Mario Bros. That I've ever seen that has a dramatically different cover art than the rest of the games that were released on the NES, so I thought that that was really interesting. And on the back we only have 3 screws, as well as the tabs up top. And we have Super Mario Bros., World Class Track Meet, and Duck Hunt written in very, very tiny orange writing there. And it's very hard to read because it's on a silver background, so it's not the greatest end label design, I don't think. So that's it. I believe that is all of the Super Mario Bros. NES cartridge variations. Like I said, the only one that I'm really missing is just this version here with the 3 screws on the back and the tabs up top. But other than that, for the most part, I have all the variations of the original Super Mario Bros. On the NES. So, that's it. That's my video, and as always, guys, have a great day.